go. Hello everyone, welcome back to Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Sorry about the chat room a little bit. I went to go get something to eat, like I said in the previous video, and I came back with my food, and we have a few different extras here, so we were blabbing a little about fast food and stuff, and I was just talking about how I like Popeyes and that. You sure know a lot. Bill is the expert at food. So last time, we left off finding this strange princess castle. So let's see what this is all about. This morning I did a 3-hour stream of Splatoon. A few viewers popped in and we played and it was fun. We'll definitely do some more. I might do some more today, later tonight, maybe. Not 100% sure. I don't have any plans tomorrow, so I can stay up late.
It brings back fond memories of Yuki-chan. Oh, my heart's pounding out of my fur.
Dang it, Teddy. Always has a... Actually, I found it weird. This scenario didn't get thrown at Yukiko, to be honest. Now, I know what? I just reminiscing about old restaurants. But then again, that's usually, like, you know, normally if you asked anyone... Oh, Mr. Potato... Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, I was talking about... My dad was in the army. That's why I knew that. I was telling them about eating a raw potato with some salt. My dad taught me that as a kid. It tastes really good. But it's a military thing, not with salt, but to just eat a raw potato. Because potatoes hold a decent amount of moisture in them. So it feeds you, it keeps you hydrated for desert missions and stuff. My dad, like I said, my dad was in the military, so that's why I know that.
Teddy, less blabbing and more moving.
It's like one of those things when you grow up as a kid and somebody tells you use some salt on a watermelon. So same concept, that moisture causes a taste reaction with the salt.
We've got a long way to go, and we want to get to the rendezvous point before Senpai's team.
But the thing is, a watermelon has sweetness in it, and that doesn't help your hydration. A potato doesn't have sweetness in it. So eating a raw potato is a good way to actually stay hydrated. But eating a watermelon doesn't, because it has sweetness in it, and that doesn't help you out. That's why you wouldn't bring a watermelon, even though it does have moisture in it. But ice cream has moisture in it, and that also makes you actually thirstier. It also makes you feel hotter. Even though, you know, everyone always offers ice cream and that when it's hot, it only gives a temporary relief to the heat. In reality, it actually makes you feel hotter in the long run. So, we're having a very strange conversation at the beginning of this video, aren't we?
Hey, Kanji, there's something that I've been wondering about.
Huh? What's up?
Well, you know how shadows already existed in my world, right? So seeing them around in there is nothing special. But this place isn't connected to my world. So how come there's tons of shadows here?
Well, it probably is the same place.
Oh, that's cause, I don't know.
Well, to make sure it's clear, I have already played through this game completely. I've unlocked all the songs and stuff. I'm replaying this as a Let's Play, mainly for one of my viewers. One of my viewers, Carter, is not so quick on his toes. Things outside turn-based stuff are a little tricky for him. But he loves the Persona game, so I'm mainly replaying this so he can experience the story. And I like the game. It's a very nice spin-off in my opinion. My biggest gripe is it lacks a lot of songs. It could used a lot more songs. And that's what I'm kind of concerned with the two new ones they announced for 3 and 5, especially since they're developing 2 at the same time. And I actually heard recently, apparently they're not going to have a story mode, which means there's more pressure to have more songs and stuff in there then. Because if it's this, with the mini songs and stripped out story mode, they're not going to be worth a lot of money in my opinion. But if they do have a lot of songs and modes and things, then they're still being developed. But I did enjoy this. It has a very solid story, and adds to the characters more. And I mean, even though I feel like it could have used a lot more songs and or took some from other entries of the series, it's still pretty good.
Hell, you're the one who's supposed to know about the shadow stuff.
Teddy didn't even remember he was a freaking shadow for like almost the entirety of Persona 4 kanji.
Actually, Teddy has a valid point. We've encountered quite a number of shadows so far. It'd be understandable if this was the TV world, because we know that to be the shadow's natural habitat.
You know, I don't know why they really keep calling it the TV world. I mean, for anyone who played, and just for you two, we are trying to keep the majority of, you know, like whodunits and the main villains and things. We're trying to not bring that up during this, but things like the shadows and stuff we're talking about, though, but we're trying not to spoil, you know, previous villain characters and, you know, the true path and stuff like that. But considering what you find out at the end of Persona 4, that the TV world is the unconscious state of humanity, I really would think they would stop calling it TV world.
But in this world's case, if our current theory is that all the shadows thus far existed here to begin with, it seems doubtful at best.
Yeah, because Dan specifically asked for it because he has not played through Persona 4. That's why I was telling you all your X-Day Bill. Because Dan didn't want to be spoiled on any major things. You know, what's funny is Bill did the same kind of joke, though. Not the same way, but he made the same kind of random comment. That would have been sad. Not to bring up the Pacific scene, but Persona 4 is one of the few games that actually made me cry. I'm sure most of you who played the game can probably figure out what scene I'm talking about, but it did make me really cry, and I actually screamed. If you go watch my playthrough of Persona 4 for that scene, I actually turned the audio down for it, because I actually screamed, "No!"
Hey, how's this? Maybe they just pop out of nowhere.
Oh, come... By now, should you people know how this shit works?
That is highly unlikely.
They are human consciousness of emotions! Don't you people pay attention?
More to the point, there were no signs of shadows reappearing in the path we took from the entrance.
Oh, yes. I was happy to get the true ending and get everyone the happy ever after on that. I was very happy for that. Because some of the bad endings still leave that up in the air, which would probably made me feel devastated.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have left Sumomo-san and Miss Ochimizu back in the dressing room.
Yes, I was so sad Kanji didn't win. With his, what's that model's name? I swear that's what the people modeled his outfit off of. That, like, what was it, like, 60s, 50s model?
Well, yeah, but...
I was devastated Teddy won. The terrible.
That's for sure. I can't sense any shadows from the path we came.
It was terrible. I cried in my sleep every night for a week for it.
Also, we stayed in that room back there for a while, but I didn't feel any shadows show up or reappear nearby.
I think that's her name. I think that's it. I'm not a very big model person, especially when it comes to people more from my parents' days. So, my parents or my grandparents' days, so...
So I don't think they'll keep coming out endlessly.
I don't smell any shadows behind us either. Huh? Wait, Rise-chan, you can sniff out shadows without using a persona?
No, I can't tell their smell. I sort of feel their presence somehow. Nothing specific like their exact locations. Not only that, I can communicate without using my persona, up to a certain distance. It's weird.
Come to think of it, when we were dancing, you provided our musical accompaniment.
Yeah, you all asked her up to this point.
Yet your persona wasn't even summoned.
Wait, you can sense some of the rules? How do you sense rules? I sense the laws of this country. Ah, good Lord, Bill. Will you ever... Look. Oh my goodness. Bill. Why do you do this to me, Bill? Oh, you ever see that little comic about the overall arcing plot of Persona 4? Who wants to talk about Mortal? Yay!
In this world, we can convey our emotions to others through dancing and music. And so can shadows, right?
There's a voice-acted version of that comic on YouTube, too. If you type in, like, Persona 4 comic on YouTube, I'm sure that's like one of the first things that'll pop up. It's a hilarious. Don't watch it if you don't know the story. It spoils tons of shit, but it's so hilarious. It's once you know the story and you watch it, it just pokes so much fun at so much of the shit. It's just like, how did you not think of that?
Maybe the nature of this place makes it easier for our thoughts and feelings to reach others.
Hey, you waiting to see an ad with a half-naked girl drinking soda?
I see. It makes a great degree of sense considering the culprit's objective.
It's a funny. But yeah, I mean, Dancing All Night doesn't really have to do with Mortal. No one dies in Dancing All Night, but yeah, it's hard to think that, you know, Persona 4 did have multiple people die.
Damn. Gonna be more and more like Teddy.
Yeah, let's see. How many people died in Persona 4? I don't want to name names. Don't want to name names. Those are spoils. I think about 4 people died, didn't they? Yeah, I think there was 4 people who died.
Excuse me? Are you saying I'm round and fat?
Yes.
What? What's with all the Teddy hate? I'm a handsome boy behind the fur, you know.
Yeah, you won a cross-dressing competition, Teddy. I'm not sure about handsome. Maybe a pretty boy. Uh-oh.
You really do put on a good show. But try as you might, it's still pointless.
There you are. Everyone, stay on guard.
But this voice has never literally shown itself. What are you gonna really do? You can't fight the bodiless.
Do you hate me that much? You're so friendly with each other. Why do you refuse to form bonds with us?
The penguin and the cat that died of cancer. Well, to be fair, you could kind of spoil one of them since it pretty much happens at the beginning of Persona 4. But obviously, you know, the you-know-who hates everyone. You know, that one's a pretty big spoiler. I was kind of shocked that person died. Especially the means, because it wasn't even like the other people. I was just like, whoa, this whole part is fucked up. That was pretty fucked up. That one character it had to do with that plot point never appeared again either.
Yeah, whatever. What you have isn't a bond. It's just brainwashing.
It'd be funny if there was like a newspaper clipping referencing that one character.
Being tied down like that, forced to throw away your real self, I feel sorry for these shadows.
Oh, that's not true. They're all here because they wanted a special bond with me.
You know, though, this game does explain why these shadows are here and why this bond thing is really actually really happening with him. I think overall they did a pretty good job with the story for Dancing All Night, considering the whole premise of the game and everything was probably really hard to make a story around.
They did?
But then, just like Persona 4, it has a lot of red herrings, man. Considering no one dies, there's quite a few red herrings in this damn game.
That's right. Can't you hear them? They want to connect with you, too.
Sorry, we're underage women. We can't connect with these quote-unquote shadows. Police! Police!
Looks like we got no choice. I ain't gonna let you mess with my head.
Wanting a bond.
Hey, Naoto, eyes up. What are you spacing out for? Think later.
Oh, yes.
Why don't you understand? If you connect with us, you won't suffer or feel pain.
Yeah, but you won't ever really feel joy or anything either. You just kind of there.
Don't strain yourself so much. Now, let's become one.
This song again.
Well, so, you know, I'm sure somebody's probably thought up to this point, this song must be significant or something. I would throw out there, supposedly this is in reverse of what it is. I'll throw that out there. I have wondered if I played this in reverse, if it would actually sound like what you find out it to be.
Alright, you're on. This is all part of butting heads to understand each other.
Kanji!
Rise, music! We ain't gonna run. Watch my moves and think twice, punks. Here goes. Lay down the beat.
Okay. Kanji-kun's up the bat.
Let's get it started now.
What song was it? Oh, time to make history.
the thing is right. So step on up to the plate. And if you fall, get up right like a baby. That's your fate. Step on up to the plate. It's your last chance now. It's time to make history today.
Yeah, that's one of the songs that's a bit weird. I think this is supposed to be some kind of street dancing kind of thing, kind of like a, I don't know, cute. I don't know really how to move forward to it. I don't know.
Brilliant!
I personally find a lot of dancing
I
iffy.
danced my ass off there.
You did it, Kanji! I guess being that lanky has its advantages.
Ah! I was on my game that time.
Wow, you're getting even better!
I think the two best, Yukiko and Noto-kun, have really good dancing in my opinion in this game.
Whew. Looks like they got it. Ain't never a good thing to give up who you are.
Kanji like dance. How mean we say. Now, I'm a big Noto-kun fan. I'm not a big fan of Yukio, but I ain't gonna lie and say she doesn't dance well. She, like, what was that one song? That one song she did, is really good. The dancing matches up with the song so well. He'd steal the show for sure. Well, apparently Weezy thought it was good enough.
How sad. I was hoping you'd let us be your friends this time.
I think it was Snowflake. I think that was it. It's like na 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 na. The one that's like that. Like that is whoever motioned or programmed the motions or however they did the dancing for this. I would assume they motion capped it. I mean, that would have been the easiest way. Could you imagine wanting to do the old way of moving all the models? I would motion cap. That's so much simpler these days. Yeah, whoever did that, good, like it, perfect, man. That goes so well together.
Screw you! Friend's my ass!
Perfect kendo, perfect dance, perfect song that goes with it. It all works perfectly.
Real friends accept each other, even if you gotta go head to head sometimes.
Kanji's right. Try all you want.
And you know, this is actually kind of meaningful here, because you gotta keep in mind in Persona 4, we see Kanji didn't not exactly the best as friends. But, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's like, yeah, even if we got butt heads sometimes.
We're gonna free every last one of the shadows you're controlling.
Every last one? I don't think so. I have plenty of replacements ready and waiting.
I wouldn't necessarily call it walk and roll. But yeah, I really like the song, though. It's a Snowflake, very good song.
Oh, thanks.
Perfect for this game. Yeah, admittedly, there's one or two songs here I just kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't really work for the rhythm game for me.
Because you poisoned them, they lost the precious bond that they so longed for.
But most of the songs are good, but there's a few I find a little odd for it. That's why, like, whose soul I wouldn't sell to see Born My Dread in the game. That's fine. I'm not a music expert, so I'm not really sure how to afford to it either. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly a simple Japanese calm musical instrument kind of thing either.
But that's fine with me. If they don't want my bond, then they can do whatever they please.
The hell are you talking about?
Exactly as I said. There are plenty of others who crave bonds. Can't you feel it? More and more are coming into this world, seeking that special connection.
Now, I was kind of just tempted to be like, can you feel it? Can you hear the Christmas spirit? You know, from, that was, that particular song was, I'm pretty sure from, the Stingiest Man, that's what it was. The Stingiest Man version of, Scrooge. The Stingiest Man in Town. That's one of my favorite versions of Scrooge. Oh no, I have not heard. I would assume it's in the game. It would be like a fucking sin not to have Born My Dread in it. No, I didn't even realize I would have figured they'd keep something like that under wraps. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I bet that's going to be the best part of that game.
Does that mean the shadows' numbers are increasing? But where are they coming from?
Sorry, time's up. No more chatting. Nozomi's performance is about to begin.
See, I'm kind of mixed about the two new dancing games. They're both being developed at the same time. And one of my biggest criticisms with this game is a very small music pool. Very small music pool. I mean, they made a fantastically long story mode for it. That's a nice thing. But I heard, I haven't confirmed if it's true, but I heard supposedly the Persona 3 and Persona 5 ones aren't going to have story modes. So that really leaves me mind-boggled that they're going to make two dancing games at the same time. And I'm concerned they're not going to have enough content.
Hey, wait, you punk!
But I guess at least they'll give them an excuse to pit the female character in the Persona 3 game. Because then it won't be canon, so it doesn't matter. Just put it! I was kind of sad she went, like, when Persona Q came out, I was like, oh, wouldn't it have been awesome if there was, like, another, like, you had the female main character of Persona 3, and, like, she came from an alternate universe of Persona 3. Because, I mean, you do deal with weird crap like that in some of the other games, so, I mean, you could maybe do it. Another time, another place.
It got away again!
You've never even seen it before, Teddy. It's just a disembodied voice.
How's that voice's problem? Saying all that shit and then leaving every single time.
It said Nozomi's performance was about to start. This isn't good. We need to hurry.
Yes, the questions can come later. Let's move ahead. Someone's over there.
Oh, I hope not. Atlas is not as horrible as a lot of other companies, but I have to say after Sega bought them, I'm getting increasingly fearful that they're making more and more, hey, looky here, this is something you definitely want, but it's going to cost money. Like, when they were forced doing DLC, a lot of times it was just free add-on stuff. That's alright, but now it's, starting to become more and more pay, and to be honest, I wouldn't buy any of the DLC for this game. There hardly is any, and There's not really much replay value with it. Like, I mean, the two characters, they each have one song and that's it. That's it. You can't use them in other shit and stuff.
Cutie readings are off the charts. That's Nozo-chan. Hey, Nozo-chan.
Oh, Rise-san, are you real?
Nozomi, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere?
I'm fine. But where am I?
Yeah, that's probably another criticism you could throw at this game. All the songs, like if you play them in, free play mode, you can only have certain partners, like there's like 2 or 3 partners, and each song only has one character they can use as the main. You can't like, hey, I want to use Kanji, then Yosuke, then the main character, then Nana-chan. You can't change. It's very limited in the customization, so they didn't go all out, and that could be another concern with the other two. See, if they're gonna do no story mode and make 2 dancing games, they need a lot of songs or a lot of fun modes on top. And since they're also gonna have PS4 versions, that makes it harder to not have more songs.
Ooh, I can't believe this. Nozo-chan, the Prince Charming of Kanamine Kitchen, right in front of me.
Prince Charming? She's a chick, Ted. What, are you blind?
Oh, poor innocent Kanji. You just don't get it, do you? Nozo-chan's big appeal is the forbidden charm of being a handsome boy when she's actually a girl.
I just don't ever get this kind of stuff here.
A girl pretending to be a boy?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh. Well, that didn't work out well.
No, Nozomi is different from Naoto-kun. It's pretty much a character the agency cooked up for her role in the group. She's really shy. I mean, she gets nervous just talking about herself.
First Momo-chan, and now Nozo-chan too? I've suffered a critical hit to my hopes and dreams.
His hopes and dreams or memories. So she's the best one. Damn it, Bill! Damn it!
The showbiz world really is a cruel place. Can a small town bear like me really reach mega stardom?
No, Teddy. Never. You would never, ever. Your best luck is being the Judas mascot in a commercial.
You ain't in showbiz, Ted.
Anyhow, we're glad that you're safe. Let's move to a safe location.
Oh, come on. Don't you all know how this works by now?
And just so we're clear, I'm hardly any good at talking about myself either. That was uncalled for, wasn't it? My apologies.
There you are, Nozomi. How come you ran away? You can't do that.
So, we're getting near to where we're gonna start getting some more plot points after this. Who wants to place bets on villain yet? Any bets? We got a few different suspects. I'd say keep an open mind on those bets, though. We still have multiple chapters to go through here.
No. This voice.
Everyone keep your guard up. Kanji-kun, cover Nozomi-san.
Got it.
Whatever you're thinking of doing, it's no use. Our bond is stronger than anything.
1,000 on Nana-chan. Everyone's betting on Nana-chan. Bill says it's not the manager.
Listen, Nozomi. You want a bond too, don't you? A bond with people who really understand you.
Hey, I know Satan. He's an old man who sends teenage or high schools off to go and destroy the planet and tries to trick Dante to hunt him down.
A bond?
No, wait. Oh, wait. No, that's my mistake. That was Lucifer. My mistake. That was Lucifer. For someone in the future in the comments of this video is gonna comment on that. I forget sometimes saying Lucifer completely separate entities. My bad. My bad.
Shut the hell up.
My bad.
Let her think for herself, damn it.
I'm gonna turn my light on real quick. It's starting to get dark. Yes,
Stop trying to decide things for her. Stay out of her business.
No other bets. Just Nana-chan. Everyone's been against Nana-chan. She is in this game. She will be later, though.
It's for her own good.
Because back when I showed off the game's free play mode, she is a character, so it's pretty obvious she's in the game.
Huh?
Nozomi doesn't need to think. All she has to do is accept us. It's pointless to worry and suffer. After all, there was never a need for anyone other than the Nozomi everyone wants.
Well, did it ever care about anyone's feelings?
What kind of crazy talk is that?
How ludicrous. It claims to be doing this for Nozomi-san's sake, when in fact it's ignoring her will and forcing its own thoughts onto her. You could never build a relationship in that way.
You just don't get it, do you? But I know I'm right. Look, this crowd is here just for Nozomi. How can she not be happy?
Uh-oh. Round two. Yeah, I mean, it's only the fourth time it's happened. I mean, to be fair to them, it's the second time, but, you know, it's kind of...
Them again? Yikes! There's even more than last time!
I don't know, looks like the same exact ones to me.
This doesn't make any sense. Where did it get all these shadows from?
Didn't I tell you? There are plenty of others who crave bonds.
I kind of actually, like, I know I already mentioned it, but I really do like the whole explanation about where the shadows are coming from and why they, quote-unquote, want bonds. It's actually a very interesting psychological thing.
You really should accept us too, you know. Being yourself will only disappoint people.
Well, then I guess those people are fucked, because I'm gonna be me. It will be me, myself, and I, and if they don't like it, I guess they're fucked.
Damn it. Still gives me the creeps.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. This is one song I refuse to dance to.
Now-chan's right. I'd rather be dancing freestyle to the funky groove, sharing the excitement with everyone. Oh, yeah!
You go, Teddy! Yeah, so what if people want you to be a certain way? That doesn't make it right for them to stomp out your true feelings. They might not understand at first, but don't let that stop you from expressing yourself.
Correct on all counts. Please stand back. I shall handle this.
Now Chan's all revved up. Hey, what about my turn?
Okay, Naoto-kun, you're all queued up, so let him have it.
Best waifus up!
If you're afraid of being hurt, you can never reach out to anyone. No one will understand you. How true it is. I could have used that lesson myself not long ago. Now, let the music play.
Can't wait for us to get to the later chapters. Some good songs coming up, folks. Some good songs. This is one of the ones I kind of about in the game. I don't like slow rhythm songs. Yeah, I like this. This just doesn't feel like a rhythm song. This is one that I'm just pretty iffy. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy Atticusmj's dancing now. Best waifu.
Persona!
Yeah.
Brilliant!
Dancing is quite a complex art. I'll strive for further heights.
You're dancing. It was really great.
Well, I think Kanji just spoke for us all, though. Can't deny the dancing was good, but I don't know. I don't think that song works for a rhythm game. I mean, I always don't really like really slow songs for rhythm, but it just doesn't even. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like something for a rhythm game. I mean, that could just be me. I played a lot of rhythm games, and very few times I ever felt like that.
I did it. I've still got a ways to go, but I managed to make them understand.
Wow. She's cool.
No, you mustn't let their poison take hold, Nozomi.
That's it! I'm fed up with all your crap! What's your problem anyway? If you've got something to say, then come out and say it to my face!
Why, though? What good would that do?
How many rhythm games have you played, Bill? I mean, I've even played the Oridon series. Both of them, 1 and 2. Good games, too. If you got a DS, I definitely would import those if you love rhythm games. Hell, the final stage of Oridon 1's Full Metal Alchemist is opening. Where he said go. I don't know any of the words except for the way he said go. I don't know Japanese. What do you think?
You and I are getting along because we're not hurting each other, right? Why not keep this comfortable distance?
Good games, those. I played the fuck out of those. Good shit. Though the first game's way harder on hard modes. I got the hard mode way easier on the second game. The first game, brutal on hard.
What?
You call all that getting along? You were anything but nice.
The scenarios in those games are ridiculous too. In the first game, they get sent to Cleopatra's time period to help her please the gods so she can be turned youthful and be successful. It's so hilarious. Oh, one of my favorite in the first game is the secretary. The secretary, it's like a Cinderella story where her office mates are trying to keep her busy so that she doesn't go on the company dance with their boss because he's like Prince Charming. It's hilarious. It's a very catchy song. I don't know any of the words, I just know the rhythm. It's really, like, I beat that even on hard. It's really hard, though. I would love to actually do a recording of those.
Oh, but I want you to be happy, though, as a friend. No one gets hurt. Everyone is happy. That's what this world is about.
Main problem is all the songs are actual real songs. They're not shit just made up for the game. They're all real songs in Japan. And sadly, Japan is a lot more copy-strikey to that, even if you use it in fair use. I remember they used to be all over the place in YouTube in the early years, and then I've seen many of them get struck down. Because I used to have a lot of them on a playlist in my like or favorites or whatever of people who had like perfect games, and a lot of them got took down.
And we've been saying no, it ain't. How the hell do you think we'd accept you without even seeing your face? If you really want to be friends with us, then get out here right now!
My, what am I to do? Nozomi, do you think you can stand face to face and talk with them?
You know, an interesting music rhythm game was on the PS2. It was Mad Maestro in America. That's what it was called, I believe. I don't remember the Japanese name, and I think it did come out in Europe, but I don't think it went under Mad Maestro. Classical music, which is all public domain music, but it was a fun little music game. Very silly.
Huh? No way.
That's a particular game I very rarely hear people ever talk about when it comes to rhythm stuff.
Nozomi, what are you saying?
Right? It's okay. If you push yourself, you'll just end up getting hurt.
Nozomi-san, please calm down. Don't fall for its trap.
But...
Uh-oh. I can see Bill witting up the tall biscuit joke here.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't bully Nozomi. She has a big performance coming up.
We won't let you have her. You caught us by surprise last time, but now we're ready.
What a wasted effort. So, Nozomi,
Damn it. Hey, you! Don't listen to a damn word it says!
Huh? Why?
these people want you to show them the real you. What a horrible thing to ask. Don't you agree? If you do as they say, you'll have to go through a lot of pain and suffering. Are you up for that?
No, that's too much. I can't.
Kanji!
Damn it! Ugh.
Kanji-kun!
Y'all protect Nozo.
Where'd you boff up like Level C Ransom? Where's the coffin money? Blah! That's the most hilarious. That's the most hilarious being whacked out of the way sound I've ever heard. Blah! Everything's, you know, to be fair, I have not had too many things demonetized. There are a few things, some I could agree on, others I'm just like, why? Like, the entire Left 4 Dead thing, all of those are demonetized. But zombies, like, you don't see The Walking Dead on television not having ads.
Nozo-chan!
It's weird. The whole thing, demonetization thing, is, oh, because we started off with Splatoon. I did 3 hours of Splatoon this morning, Alan. You're kind of late for it, though. The title should be, the title should have changed, though. But we started off doing Splatoon, did 3 hours of Splatoon, an hour of Cave Story. Yes, this is Splatoon. I'm using the Persona DLC. Yes, the Persona DLC. Actually, that would really be interesting. Actually, have Persona outfits.
No! I couldn't protect Nozo-chan!
That's not going to happen. I doubt that would happen. It'd be cool, but I doubt it. Could you imagine Teddy running around shooting people in Splatoon? And then he'd be like, BLOG! I can't. That was funny. I'm sorry.
This is exactly what we wanted to prevent.
It seems those ribbons are impervious to any use of force.
I might do some more Splatoon 2 later on, though. You know, I don't have any plans. I had some people come in, they wanted to play, and it was fun. And, probably play again. I mean, there were a few people when I changed the cave story, a few people were like, oh, he's not playing Splatoon 2 anymore.
Come on, guys. We've got no time to mope around.
So, apparently a lot of people like bombarding your streams of Splatoon and trying to join in. Not that I blame them. I mean, I've done it to other multiplayer stuff before. I've joined some people's Jackbox party games and things. So, it's always good. I welcome a good fun.
We'll go after Nozomi as soon as we're ready. We never give up, right?
It's pretty good, but it's also pretty much like Splatoon 1 now with a new story campaign.
Right. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But I enjoyed it.
You're turning out to be a rather strict leader. Much more so than you, Senpai. I'm with you, of course.
Don't forget Teddy. I learned from you guys what it means to have an enduring soul. Nothing can beat me.
Everything beats you, Teddy. I mean, literally, you just flop around like a turtle if someone pokes you.
All right, we're saving Nozomi. We can do it.
Teddy,
Agreed.
go.
Okay, we got one more goal to save. What could possibly go
What's
wrong here?
this? A stage? It's like a musical.
The Prince Charming. Is this Yukiko's Prince Charming? I mean, she was looking for one.
Hey, look! Over there! That's Nozomi, right?
No, that's not how I...
I'm surprised you're putting up a fight, but I'm afraid you don't have a choice. Or are you willing to show everyone how you really are?
I mean, what could she possibly be hiding? It's not like she collects snails or anything.
That's why I've been trying to talk to people, and
Is that right? But doing so hurts you. Who's the one crying all the time because things never go the way you want?
who are you? How do you know?
You've always been like that, huh? Afraid of people's gazes, afraid of people's words, afraid of people.
Well, some people are afraid. I mean, I know when I went to New York City for the first time, I was nervous as shit. I mean, I've never been in a big city. Like, nothing even remotely close to freaking New York City, man.
Why hurt yourself? It's not necessary, Nozomi. If you just play your part, everyone will adore you.
And you can see some pretty weird like, the first time I went to New York, when on the day I was going to New York Comic Con, there was a guy who ran down the street naked. There was weird shit that happens up there sometimes. Some people, I mean, there's things to be afraid of sometimes.
There's no need for the real you. Nobody wants her.
Nozo-chan!
Nozomi!
Rize-san!
Come on, Nozomi.
But.
You get nothing out of trying to be yourself. Just pain. You can be great without any of that. Think about it. It's so easy for you to interact with people when you're that Nozomi. Am I wrong? Here, listen to everyone.
No, don't!
Nozomi has an unusual appeal. She's a cute girl with the attitude and dependability of a cool guy.
Ah! These voices again!
Are these Nozomi-san's fans?
You know, the best part about the whole Prince Charming thing is that she isn't self-conscious at all.
It takes a lot of guts to be that self-assured. Even if people laugh at her, she's strong enough to ignore it.
I'm not strong at all. I can't do it.
See? It's the confident, uninhibited Prince Nozomi that everybody wants. As long as you cling to the real you, life will be filled with pain, sadness, and fear.
No, I don't want that.
Yep. And again, covering the eyes and the neck. It's always the neck. Why the neck? It's always the dang neck. Stop giving in to Bill's fetishes, game.
Hey, you! Don't give up, damn it!
Nozomi, no! I'm scared. It hurts.
Yeah! This is the same as Momo-chan!
How could we let this happen again?
It's not exactly like you're in control or anything. What is she going to turn into?
Yes, this is how it should have always been. There's no point in life if nobody cares about you, is there?
You turned into a photo of a handsome guy. Are you fucking kidding me?
Of course it's better for everyone to accept and desire you. Oh, this is the greatest feeling. Now, I invite you to join us and connect with this bond as well.
Untina? Untina? Is the U supposed to be silent? Untina? Untina? I'm sure the reference is going over my head.
That's not right, Nozomi. It doesn't matter if people want you or not. The real you is never worthless. We idols aren't dolls. It's our job to work hard so those who see and hear us will accept us.
Listen to Rise, you idiot! Greatest feeling. You know damn well you're lying to yourself.
Yeah! After I met Sensei, I got unsure about who I was, so I had to think real hard.
So who wants to take a bet on who's up to bat? We got a lot of promising people that might be interested in taking this one. Place your bets.
And now I'm the adorable bear I am today.
You're almost unbearable.
It hurt a lot, and I felt miserable. But because of all that, I know just how important my actual self is.
Darwin? What was his name? Darwin? Something with a D. Darwin? I think it was Darwin. Wasn't that his name? At least in the English version. No, actually, Teddy actually has a really good point. Interesting little life tidbit there, you know? You go through a lot of hard misery trying to understand your real self, but in the end, you get to be your real self.
So don't say things like there's no point in your life. I can't bear to hear that.
Watch me, Nozomi. I'm gonna prove it to you right now. We don't have to lose our identity to be idols.
Yep, Weisei's up the bat. Weisei makes sense, to be honest. I mean, the whole story part in 4 was trying to separate her real self from her idol self. So, it kind of works here. But it's not very nice. Don't know. Is it just a show, an anime, a real live action? And you met your husband, or however you pronounce the waifu version for guys. It's husband, ain't it? I think that's it. People get Bill Cosby. Killing me, Bill. They get Bill Cosby.
What? Rise-chan's taking the stage? But I gave a big emotional speech and everything!
Give it up, Ted. Better let the pro handle this.
The time is ripe for our star performer. I leave this to you, Rise-san.
All right. I know I can do this. I've done everything I could to prepare for my comeback. There's no screwing up now. Here we go! A special sneak preview of Rosette's biggest show ever!
Let's see. I can't remember which songs are which. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, it's okay. It's at least not slow. It starts off a little slow, but if I remember correctly, it gets busier. Spice Bill did not make any comment during that whole thing. I was expecting them to throw some crap at me, say. Poor painting.
I can't fall behind. I gotta do this much at least.
And that was amazing. But I could hardly expect any less of you, Rise-san.
Yeah, that felt great.
As far as I can tell, your skills are improving greatly.
Ooh boy, that's a pretty good high score there. And no misses at all.
Did that do it?
Well, she is an idol.
No!
I mean, I would hope her dancing would be, Oh, wait a minute. You meant, shut up. Kanji is a much better character. I don't think Rise's a bad character either. I think, like, when it comes to, like, interestingly deep characters, I think Yukiko is the most boring, but I've always said that before
Nozomi!
Nozomi-san!
I ran away. Again. Why am I always like this?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't defend Kanji's dancing. It's pretty odd. Like I said, I think it's some kind of street thing.
Nozo-chan, it's okay! You got what we were trying to tell you. That's all that matters.
Stop sucking up to her, Teddy. He's always sucking up to the boobs. Now, I'm surprised he doesn't just kidnap women in his suit. You know, just unzip the head, grab him, pull him in, zip it back, and be like, hee 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 hee. Then he runs off.
Yeah, no feeling down. I'm so glad you're safe. What more can I ask for?
It's like, Teddy, have you gone mad?
Really?
I guess it could be like a Teddy version of Jack the Whipple. Except it's Teddy. Jack the Teddy. No, wait, I'm making fun of his height. When he's in his bear form, he's a little shorter. So, like, his, like, head's, like, boob level. So I was saying stop sucking up to the boobs.
I'm horrible at talking to people. I'm always like this when I'm out of character.
Which actually brings up a good question. Like, does his humanoid form, like, crouch inside the suit? That must hurt your back.
If that's how you are, then I think it's perfectly fine. You should be proud of it and tell everyone.
Okay, I'll try. I'll do my best.
Man, even bugs are louder than her. You sure she's gonna be okay?
You're mean.
Oh.
Scary.
For some reason, there was like a... There's a little delay there, and so I hit the button again. I'm not sure what was up with that. That was odd.
What was that?
Kanji!
Kanji, why are you like that? Be nice to Nozomi.
That's right, Kanji-kun. Can't you see she's trying to change?
What? Wait, why am I being...
No excuses. Nozomi's trying her best, so work with her.
Ugh, fine, whatever. Just shut up. So, well... keep at it, alright? I'm rooting for you.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
Stop looking at me like that. So you're happy. I get it. That's enough, damn it.
Uh-oh. I think we found her type of guy.
Scary again.
No. Nozo-chan, let me give you a lecture on how a guy's heart works. Kanji is just embarrassed, that's all. It's hard to see past his crude demeanor, but he really does accept you. So there's absolutely no reason to be scared of him.
That's right. Kanji's pretty bad at expressing his feelings, too. He's such a handful.
What? Just shut up, you two!
Then, you like me?
What, huh?
The embarrassment.
You're embarrassed, right? So, I wondered if I was your type, and scary.
Oh dear. Now Teddy's gonna have a heartbreak.
That was beyond jumping to conclusions. I'm not sure how to process this.
She really is something else when it comes to talking. That was a classic communication breakdown.
Teddy, you are not helping any of this.
Hey, stop gawking and help me out. And you? The hell was that scary at the end? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't. You know, you go, I wonder if you were my type, then scary. Like, are you saying it was scary? You were wondering that? Uh-oh.
Nozomi, you've been poisoned as well.
You're still here? I won't forgive you for putting Nozo-chan through all this.
She's a chick. She's not a dude. She's a chick. Okay, I'll give a quick rundown. Okay, her character as an idol is to be a confusing guy-girl kind of thing. Like, a girl that's got guyish. Like a guy. That's like her character in the group. She is a female.
There's no need to get so worked up.
Oh, shut up, you stupid voice.
If you're not interested in a bond with us, that's fine. Do whatever you like.
Ugh, that punk just up and left again.
No.
Whoa.
No. She is a chick whose character in the idol group is to be like a Prince Charming kind of thing. She is a chick. Oh, so I thought you were referring to Okay, that makes more sense. Yes, that's a chick. That's why I was saying Teddy needs to stop sucking up to her boobs. When you said that, I thought you were like referring to Teddy. I was like, what? No. It's like we're having a communication breakdown.
It's like earlier with Sumomo. Does this connect to a dressing room too?
Boobs,
I say we should
boobs,
enter.
boobs.
I see no signs of shadows in the vicinity. As long as we stay on our guard, we should be all right.
Not with Teddy. You gotta always be on your guard when you're a pretty lady with Teddy. Uh-oh, there's no note. Who saw that coming? Is it the final hint to prove who's truly behind all this?
Okay, I'm sure now. This place has no trace of shadows, just like before.
I don't hear that creepy song either. I wonder why these rooms are so special.
Huh. So far this door's been showing up every time we save a girl.
You know, they never really explain that.
Could they have been deliberately hidden from us until then? Or was there some other reason we were unable to detect them?
Despite this new out of the 4 different chicks. Now you gotta remember, there were a group of 5. And 4 of them were kidnapped. And the other one's still outside. We saved her from being kidnapped. So, are we talking about just out of the 4 that got kidnapped? Or are we talking about the whole group of 5 of them?
Another possibility is that Sumomo-san and Nozomi-san's release caused the doors to come into existence somehow.
You mind putting all that in simpler words? I mean, what do you mean, some other and somehow?
If I knew, then I wouldn't be having trouble working out the details. I can't say for sure at this point.
What is this?
Yet another similarity with Sumomo-san's case.
Did you watch when I first streamed this, Bill? I thought you were there. I don't remember though, but I thought you were there. You did get to meet all 5 of them at the beginning of the game.
I want a bond. I want to connect their hearts with mine. But it's too late. There's nothing I can do now. I changed the lyrics to hide everything. I'm nothing but a liar. I should end it all.
God, just listening to it is putting my stomach in knots. The writer's even more stressed than last time.
Kanji-kun, have you noticed?
Huh?
Person who wrote these notes. Well, we've yet to confirm that this individual is human.
Now, John, what did you find? In simple, bear-friendly terms, por favor.
Content of this particular note. Bond. Connect. Do these sound familiar to you?
Wait, you don't mean...
The shadows! No, it's the voice, of course.
all that stuff that voice has been saying?
Indeed. The content of this note matches up quite neatly to that voice's words.
Are you telling me that's who wrote these notes?
Seems like it, but I'm still placing my bets on the manager.
I have no definitive proof, but it certainly seems to be a possibility. And...
oh, who could it possibly be?
Whoa! Ochi?
The bitchy?
Ochi? No, never mind. I'm glad to see you've rescued Nozomi as well.
Kind of a weird nickname. I guess he had to really think about that one on the spot.
Which means that all 4 idols are now safe. I'm very grateful.
Senpai and the others finished up a long time ago, huh? Guess we still ain't on their level.
Excuse me, Miss Ochimizu. Are you saying that you went to check on Senpai's group before you came here?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct my ass! We told you to stay in that room and you said understood.
Yeah, see, there. Somebody finally brought it up. About time. That needs to be saved forever. Oh. Now, part 1 and 2 I made public, so you can always watch those if you want. But she, the 5th member, will be, I think she, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is chapter 3, yeah, so chapter 4 is about her. We'll be following from her perspective in chapter 4.
More importantly, Ochi, is Momo-chan okay all by herself?
Yeah, because, you know, that's what we've been... It seems like this is the only time anyone's ever really concerned about this whole thing.
Sumomo is fine. Nothing happened in that room after you left, so I'm sure it's safe. She looked much better. I was more worried that you might be in a bind again. So, were you arguing whether to leave Nozomi here and move on, or stay with her?
I see. You make a valid point. Frankly, it would be great if someone watched over Nozomi-san. That'd allow us to move on without worries.
Or give the mastermind all 4 goals all over again!
Then that's that. Everything clear, Nozomi?
Come on, this is clearly all... This is obvious as hell.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, if you're done, why are you wasting your time here standing around? I don't know what's going on, but...
We don't either.
The sooner this idiocy ends, the better.
But that would be nice, but it's not like we magically know how to fix what's going on. Yeah, she's really pissed off this time. She was a little nicer the last time.
I agree. It's not like we got involved in this because we wanted to anyway. Please stay here with Nozomi. We'll go put an end to this.
Fine. I'm counting on you, Rise Kujikawa.
Joke!
Ugh, what's with her attitude? She really gets on my nerves.
Then just push her off the side after this is all over and we won't have to ever worry about her again.
Well, there's nothing for it. This is hardly an ideal situation for her either. We're having her do what she can to help. Please try to calm down, Rise-san.
Is Ochi always like that? I mean, not just her acting frosty, but she's in a strange world, and she doesn't think twice about wandering around. She's too fearless.
Yeah, I mean, Teddy lived in the freaking TV world, and he was still scared of the shadows.
Fearless? More like reckless. She just looks down on everyone and says whatever she wants. If we hadn't come, she would have been in danger too, for crying out loud.
I don't know about that. I thought the shadows didn't attack her, yeah?
Now that you mention it, we were thrown off by her boldness, but if you think about it, that is quite strange. There must be some reason that the shadows don't attack her.
The Teddy world? No, the TV world. Did I say Teddy? I should have said TV. Teddy. I said Teddy in the TV world was scared of shadows. In this, they don't. In the original Persona 4, obviously there was combat. It was all PG.
Why should I care? If she doesn't get attacked, then good for her. Once we meet up with Senpai, let's hurry and get out of this stupid place. Can you guys go ahead and prepare to leave while I talk to Senpai? I'll be right back.
This isn't good. She's completely lost her cool. I believe it'd be best if we supported her.
I kind of see where she's coming from, though. Well, guess we'll back her up a bit.
Times like this are when friends come in handy. You can lean on me, Rise-chan.
Well, I think what they mean is, like, why don't the Wibbins try to connect with her? Like, why is she being not... Because, I mean, the Wibbins attack them. But, you know, not actually attack, but, you know, whap around them and shit. So it's like, why? I think that's what they mean. I mean, that's only what I would mean. It's like, oh, look, somebody wandering around. Wibbins, Wibbins, here you go now. Oh, no.
Still dealing with that social anxiety?
Huh? Yes.
Honestly, I don't know how somebody with social anxiety could be an idol. I couldn't imagine doing that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm working on it.
I see. Can you perform at the festival?
I can. I'll do it.
I see.
If you don't mind, please check my LMB dance.
Sure. Go on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, that isn't it. You're not getting it at all. Nozomi, You need to pour emotion into that final pose. Yes, like that of a man risking his life to prove his love. He leaps into a busy street as the woman, seized by the memories of her dead fiancé, watches in terror. A truck screeches, stopping inches away from him. He slowly turns to the woman and cries out, "I will not die!"
I don't understand that at all. Could you explain? I'm sorry.
What in blazes? Like, seriously, what the fudge was all that about?
Makes me so mad! Stupid Miss Ochimizu.
But just get near the edge and push off. I mean, be honest, one of the things I always thought is odd, nobody, as far as I remember, has ever taken like a stone or something and dropped it off the side to see if they could heal how far down it is.
Rise-san, please calm down. If a leader loses control in front of their team, it could lower everyone's morale.
I mean, there's so many pitfalls everywhere out here.
Uh-huh, that's right. And don't forget, I'm always on your side.
Of course you are. You're on any side that has boobs.
Whenever it gets tough, you can jump into my arms and cry as much as you need to. My fur is yours.
Teddy, I don't think you even know anything about sex anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get back on track. Well, now that we've saved Sumomo and Nozomi, let's go and meet up with Senpai and the others.
You know, personally, you think at this point they would get the other two girls and then meet up with Senpai.
They said they didn't encounter any major problems either.
That's very good news. Shall we head for the rendezvous point then?
And where is the one? Oh yeah, they did mention the paths meeting at the end.
Kanji-kun, what's wrong? Is there a problem?
Nah, just thinking about something. You know how that rumor talks about the other side? That's here, yeah?
Do you mean the Love Meets Bonds festival rumor? Let me see. When you look at the website at midnight, an unfamiliar video plays. And in that video, you can see a dead idol dancing. And anyone who watches that video is taken to the other side, never to awaken again. I believe that about sums it up. Now, back to your question. From what we've experienced, yes, we believe that we're on the other side. Why?
Oh, we haven't run into much here. Just the idols we saved, that damn voice, and those weird-ass ribbon shadows. But the chumps who watched the video are taken here, right? Then, where the hell are they?
Kanji figured something out!
Shouldn't we be saving them too?
You've got it wrong, Kanji. Those people are still in our world, never to awaken again.
From what I've gathered, the victims are left in a comatose state. I came across no reports of missing persons. There was an eyewitness account of a victim being pulled by something, but he was in a coma. Just like... No, wait. You're right. It is strange.
Now, Chan? What's wrong?
What did they figure out?
Rise-san, do you remember the first time we came here?
Huh? Yeah. That video in the rumor actually popped up.
Then those ribbons ensnared us, pulling us into this world. Unlike the other victims, we didn't fall into a coma.
Yeah, that's true.
The next victims were the idols of Kanamine Kitchen. They apparently went missing, and we eventually found them all here. None of them fell into a coma, and neither did we. Just like our first time. That's why I missed it.
Missed what?
Are any of you familiar with the condition known as apathy syndrome?
Okay, anyone who's... Now this was a thing from Persona 3. Apathy syndrome. So, I will fill the lowdown. So, apathy syndrome, or a comatose state. But essentially, when you put all the pieces together, it is when your persona / shadow leaves you. Which leaves you in a comatose state. Which means...
It appeared a few years ago around Tatsumi Port Island. Victims lost their sense of self, unable to even speak.
Because your shadow and your persona are a part of yourself. Losing it is pretty breaking. And yeah, Tatsumi Port is an area in Persona 3.
I was researching it recently for the sake of another case.
But you do go there once during Persona 4.
It seems the symptoms of apathy syndrome were, in actuality, the side effects of shadows leaving the human body.
Bing, 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 bing. Which means all the shadows here are...
Shadows leaving?
Everyone comatose. Everyone who viewed the video. All the shadows are them, and thus that's where the shadows are coming from. They are people watching the video on the internet.
Yes, as we're all aware from personal experience, shadows and our hearts are closely linked. We came to face and accept our shadows, thus attaining the power of persona. But what about an average person? What would happen if their shadow was forcibly removed from them?
Wouldn't they get that apathy syndrome?
There seem to be some differences between the Tatsumi Port Island incident and this one.
Yes, the difference being that the port incident was a man-made created incident that, well, basically just devastated everyone that had to do with the experiment that happened in Persona 3. This incident, well, we can't really comment on that because that's spoilers. But it wasn't a man-made science experiment, that's for sure.
Now, this is merely a theory, but regarding the victims of this case, I believe their comas were induced by someone removing their shadows by force, hence the more acute symptom.
And plus, yes, that's true. The whole thing that happened in Persona 3 wasn't necessarily... They did have something they wanted to happen, but it didn't happen. No, it didn't have dancing. You have to understand what happened in Persona 3's plotline. Essentially, there was a guy who wanted to basically force the end of the world to happen. He wanted to kill everything. So he was trying to awaken... whatever that thing's name was, you know, it's like the god of death or that, the end of the world and shit. It didn't work. Instead, it caused the incident that happened on the island and fucking, put shitloads of people in the comas and shit. Which is where many of the shadows in the tower in Persona 3 came from. They came from the victims of the people affected from the experiment.
I was mistaken. I assumed there would be some degree of discrepancy between the rumor and the facts. But in truth, the rumor was accurate. We were the outliers, the special cases. Most likely, our control over our shadows was what kept us from falling victim.
Wait, then what about those kitchen girls? They were acting normal in here like us. Are you saying they use personas?
Akihiko punches lots of things.
They would also be considered special cases. Recall what that voice said. Both Sumomo-san and Nozomi-san were shocked when that voice brought up their most private information. It would be natural to think that the voice knew them from the start and pulled them in here deliberately. In addition, when Rise-san, Senpai, and I were pulled in here, it was around midnight. But for them, it must have happened earlier, between our initial meeting and the time they were reported missing. Meaning their case does not meet the rumor's condition of being pulled in at midnight.
But how come they're so special?
That would be because they are the main guests of this midnight stage.
Main guests?
That voice called this place the midnight stage, did it not? Naturally, a stage exists for the sake of the performer using it, and the audience watching it. The 4 members of Atticusmj Kitchen were summoned here for a purpose, to fill the role of performers for these stages. Rise-san, I suspect the same was true for you.
What? Me?
I said we were pulled in around midnight, but that and watching the video at that time were merely coincidence. The fact that stages were readied for both you and the idols of Atticusmj Kitchen is proof itself.
Hold on a sec! So does that mean this world was made just for Rise-chan and Atticusmj Kitchen?
It sounds like a daydream for Teddy.
And if they're the performers, are the shadows the audience? Where did those guys come from, though?
They already covered this, Teddy. Catch up. They are the shadows are the human manifestation emotions of the people who went into comas.
Exactly. Do you recall how that voice talked about shadows coming to this world looking for bonds?
Exactly.
And I'm sure we all wondered why we seemed to be able to communicate our feelings to these shadows.
Now, that part shouldn't have been that surprising.
There is but one explanation to it all. Suppose that, like the times we each faced our own shadows, these shadows too are entities which share a close connection with the human heart.
Hey, you trying to say that they're...
They're the shadows of people who saw the video on the LMB site and fell into a coma?
So that's what it means to get taken?
Yes. However, judging from the fact that some saw the video yet remained conscious, we can conclude there is some method to the selection of those that were taken here.
Now I see why those shadows felt different from the ones I know.
Yeah, we're having a lot of plot development here. We're getting some progress on what the fuck's going on in this case.
Guys, this is not good. As long as there are people who try that rumor out, this world will keep being flooded with their shadows.
And people are gonna keep going into comas. That's kind of a big thing too, you know.
That means... What is this? An earthquake?
Oh yeah, remember? There was an earthquake at the end of chapter 2. Now, what was that about?
What's going on? Whoa! Everything's all shaky!
Let's hurry. Something might have happened. We need to join Senpai and the others, fast.
There we go. It keeps sending us all the way up to there for some reason. So there we go. Chapter 3. That went way longer. Way longer. So, we get to find out what goes on there at chapter 5, but like I said, in chapter 4, we get to see what's been happening with what's been going. Chapter 4 has to do with the 5th member, Dejima-san and Nana-chan, is what chapter 4's cast of characters. And it takes place outside the midnight stage. Hello! And then after that, we go back to where the two teams meet up. So, that is what goes on next.